Well, hello. And finally, welcome back to Fable 3. In about 19 days, I think, into my calculations. Excuse me. Fingers crossed I get this done today. I've saved up enough money. Actually, I have saved up more than enough money. I should have about 10 million. I mean, it's not there because I haven't loaded it in yet. But as you can see, treasury balance 9,667,881. I want to transfer to treasury like 300,000 and whatever. I may as well make it an even 10 million. What do I need? 300,000. You know, yeah, about 300,000. 23, 3, 2. Yeah, 332, 119. There we go. Even 10 million. Yep, 10 million. Just want to make sure. And I still have 1 million in my back pocket. And things will continue be giving me money.
Any other business to attend to?
Once I re-renovate the buildings out. Because they have no money left. So then over the course of today, in the event I need any more money, I very much doubt. I mean, I could have done this a lot sooner. Could have done this like 2 weeks ago. Just I kind of forgot about this, to be honest. Yeah, so thankfully I did read that guide. It said you need about 9 million. Obviously, since I've got 10 million. And then, like I say, by the time we even get to that point, more than enough money. Oh, that's that done.
Man's best friend, as they say.
No.
I was never quite sure whether that meant after all human friends have been considered or before.
That's about it.
Greetings, sir.
Attention!
Sir.
Sir.
Ready to serve.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
At your command?
Yes, sir.
Oh, a lot of money.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion.
Now I can continue.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home are better off without it. Besides, one must question what they have to offer our society. Why build homes for the inept and the unskilled? I recommend you reject Paige's proposal and keep the money for more deserving endeavors.
It was our...
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
Yeah.
The king has reached his decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reaver Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new old quarter.
No comment.
Astonishing.
astonishing, Your Majesty. So early in your reign, and already the treasury is replete. I cannot recall seeing a more beautiful spectacle. And yet there is still a kingdom to be run, and it never hurts to amass more gold. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from certain annihilation?
Poor, I have 10 million.
The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
Oh, I can't spell. Okey-doke.
As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
I'm just going to be spending a lot of money.
Your Majesty?
His Majesty, the King of Albion.
To the beloved Majesty. Your Wonderfulness.
Today you decide on the decor of the castle. 2 of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
I reckon.
You may...
Eating Lunchables, bastard.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will
dare you.
blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened king. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire...
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
I mean, I would have chosen her. But I'm a good boy. Can't be evil now.
At your service.
Ooh.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora, and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be happier to count Aurora as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You are talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a fair transaction.
I know you will not break your oath. You understand?
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The king has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a man of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
I'm so glad most of my decisions is just based on this.
In court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
No.
Ah, hello.
44. What do I even have left to buy? Oh yeah. I need 400 guild seals. I can already add another million back onto that. Oh, it's a lot of buying. I don't need it anyway. Because I essentially have
Congratulations, you've made a friend.
3
In addition
missions.
to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own.
Those that lie down with dogs.
Yeah, like I said, I don't expect this to take long. I don't. 4 hours, maybe?
I'd like to get to know someone like you, and then drown them.
Oh, there you
I like to think about puppies. About slowly crushing them.
Yeah.
Must be nice being able to lick your own privates. But doesn't that embarrass your dog?
Thanks, Mom. Cool.
We could be best friends. If I like people with an ass for a face.
Nothing.
Sure is a beautiful day. Except where you're standing.
I love them. Come on, bro. This is gonna collapse, isn't it? Oh no. Ooh. Where's the Kaiser Chiefs? No, there's a thing.
Ah, hello.
Zero STDs. That's why you never have sex.
At your service. Hello.
Oh, where's my wife?
Your Majesty. Well met, my lord. Yes, sir.
People love a virtuous hero. You know why? Because people are idiots! I hate them.
My hands are shaking.
I want you to have this.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
He seems particularly cheerful today, I think.
Thanks, wife.
Hello, your lordship.
That appears to be all of the gift.
My king.
Woo! Woohoo!
Good to see you, your Majesty. Greetings, sir.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer
I mean,
the
keeping it will be better.
channeled into, let us
I don't
say,
need the money.
a more
But even if I did, I'd put it back in the treasury.
A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, your majesty. Bravo.
I just got 50 guild seals. I will be pretty close to getting...
You have shown yourself to be a most talented monarch. The treasury is positively overflowing. You might even consider borrowing a little for yourself. Of course, it never hurts to earn even more. Who knows what the future will bring? With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child
Children, fine.
which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the Treasury, and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the treasury to make up for the shortfall. It is entirely your decision, as always. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Is there a proposal to renovate the Bowstone shelter? Deal with excess sewage? Age.
As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reva's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Well, we already know which one I'm going to do.
All stand to attention. This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And
1.2 million for a brothel.
For the better, it will continue to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require. It is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your majesty to decide. Refurnish the shelter.
The poor of this city have suffered enough. We will renovate the shelter and orphanage.
The Bowerstone shelter shall be refurbished at the Crown's expense.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've done the right thing.
As you wish, Your Majesty. The parentless tykes and their destitute friends shall have a palace to call their own. Are you a beggar, too lazy to own your own clothes? Or perhaps an orphan, aching for a bowl of gruel? Then come to Reva Industries Shelter and Orphanage, where you'll find food, beds, clothes, and even new parents. No matter who you are, we care, even if you don't deserve it.
Alright, Reva, calm down.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue. The disposal of the city's waste. Reva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste disposal issue. We require an inexpensive and efficient solution, and I believe I have hit upon one. Now, currently, part of our waste is being disposed of in the Morningwood Marsh. With very little effort, Reva Industries could redirect all of the Bowerstone sewer system to flow directly into that region. As you know, it's a desolate place with no financial or cultural value to the kingdom. There can be little discussion as to the logic of this decision.
Hang on, this isn't right. Not right at all. We're all children of the soil.
No.
It's in our hearts, it's in our blood. It's under our fingernails. What I mean is, we're all equal when it comes to dirt, like. From dirt we come, to dirt we go, yes? We who reside in Morningwood have as good a claim to being clean as anyone. And what of Morningwood itself? Its nature spirits, its woodland elves, and water fairies. Do they not deserve freedom from pollution too? Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man. Channel the waste. Be one with the cycle of life. You have all these, like, factories.
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The king has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The sanitation committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, your majesty. You are in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure your majesty knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
At your command.
Hello.
Wait a minute. Hello. First of all, you're not Black Blazer. Black Blazer would never turn up here and be like, yo! So who are you? What have you done with him? And why are you pissed? Cause there ain't no fucking way my good friend Nathaniel Black Blazer would ever turn up here. Get the fuck out of my way, bitch. You're not pissed. I mean pissed as in drunk. Not pissed as in angry. Because like I said, you would never turn up here and be like, yo! There's only one person that I know of that would ever do that, and that's Dark Shadow. Because anytime I say hey to him on Steam, he's always, yo. Bollocks. He is. Well, he does. Every time. Because you're slightly excited. Oh, no thanks, I don't want to know. I'm not having my camera on if you're gonna jizz all over me. Wait, hang on a minute. Jizz? Where? I'm gonna be like Nibbles. I think Nibbles is his name. Jerry's cousin or whatever. Just
It's not
It's
every
Mario
day a
related,
king
my
walks into the
you
Red
dingus.
headquarters. You've changed the world since we last.
Yeah, but is it Mario?
We still haven't.
And why? What Mario? If you're going to tell me that Nintendo have announced officially Super Mario Sunshine remaster, not port, I'm gonna jump through this goddamn camera and I'm gonna throttle you.
He's too powerful for
I don't want a remaster.
He's not easy to find.
Port, fine by me. I don't want a remaster. I mean, Nintendo don't even know how to remaster anyway. But anyway, tell
Kid
me.
went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you
What?
get there in time.
Did they actually announce it?
And at least one of those thugs must know where Farrad is holed up.
3D collections announced. Hang on a minute, how would you even do... I mean, I don't care, to be honest. I really don't care. I own all the fucking Mario games. I don't care about this. Unless it comes with like a collector's edition with Mario's fucking shirt from Sunshine. You damn well I'm gonna buy it then. You damn well I'm gonna buy it. Trilogy pack only on sale until March.
I don't spend all my time down here anymore.
Shut up.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Listen, Monty Python, I like you, but be quiet. Nintendo's confirmed its highly anticipated trilogy of classic Super Mario game remasters headed to Nintendo Switch later this month. Dubbed as Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Okay. The collection will contain Super Mario 64... Hang on a minute. The collection will contain Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario 64. I think Eurogamer needs to update their saying. Idiots. Yeah, I know. That's. I'm just looking at this. It says Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario 64, and it's what? Hang on a minute. A limited number of physical copies will be made. Fuck! Now I'm gonna have to get one. Bastards. Well, the digital version will only be sold on the Switch each up until March 2021. The triple pack will see each game optimized for Nintendo Switch. The trio will feature higher resolutions and smoother gameplay performance. Listen, you ain't fixing fucking pachinko. You're not. Nintendo has said as well as a music player mode to listen to tunes from the 3 games. As expected, these are not radical redesigns or remakes of the original games, also as expected. Unfortunately, there's no sign of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know why they didn't do the 4. You know? Like, if you're going to do the 3D games, there's only 4 3D games, not with counting Super Mario 3D Land or 3D World. But in terms of the older games, there's only 4. Which is obviously 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Galaxy 2. Why not do Galaxy 2? That seems like a very, very stupid decision. That does. But, I mean, if it... Why are they only limiting it to March 2021? I mean, I'm at game tomorrow, conveniently. And whilst I'm there, I'm going to check the website now, but whilst I'm there, I'm going to say to someone, is there any way you can put my name down for something, or my number, email, whatever you need, and so you can get in touch with me as soon as you hear anything on pre-orders for this thing. I'll also obviously check the Nintendo website, because I'm fucking getting one. You tell me it's limited, I'm getting one. If they didn't say limited, don't care. Limited, I'm getting it. And I'm only getting it for Super Mario Sunshine, to be honest. Unless it's like £200. Anywho, gaming, games. Like I said, unless they've already got it on here, which I might doubt. Oh, and it was only announced an hour ago. Nice. Street of Mario's Greatest Adventures. Seriously, why not fucking Galaxy 2 though?
You're becoming stronger all the time. It is most impressive.
Oh, pre-order from your favourite online store coming soon. $60. I mean, $60 to be technical is $20 a game. And for 90% of people, they're never going to buy a Nintendo 64, GameCube, or Wii for these games. Most people won't even buy a Wii anyway. But because I've already got all these, I'm not entirely bothered. But When you say limited... Yeah, Super Mario 3D All-Stars will be available as a limited run retail edition, and a digital edition that is available for a limited time. Like, why are they doing this? Is it because... You know what? You know if it's because they're gonna do this, and then they're actually gonna release like some Ultimate Mario collection with all of these so they can sell the game twice. Smart bastards. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you... The moment you know anything about the physical edition being released or announced for pre-orders, let me know, because then I can have a look at my game store and whatever. Yeah, if you know any, like, GameStop or anything, if they announce when their pre-orders go up, let me know as soon as you know. Because then obviously I'll go on Game or any online store. But like I say, whilst I'm in there tomorrow, I'll ask. I will. I mean, I suppose you would think I'd be happy hearing about this news, but... Yeah. In your case, would be a chance to play Galaxy on your own. I mean, Galaxy 1 is much better than Galaxy 2. Just so much better. But yeah, it is a shame, really.
I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The king, no less. Have at him, fellas. I love killing. You keep shooting that.
With your green stars. Yeah, but would you... No. I will give you... I will give you the green stars. What I fucking hate, to 100% the game and unlock the super secret hard level, you have to get the maximum amount of star bits in your toad bank to unlock that secret level, which means grinding for like 45 minutes straight, maybe an hour, just to get the required amount of bits to get the final level unlocked. That's my problem. I know the green stars are boring and not fun challenges because you're just replaying the same levels to find bullshit hidden green stars that are hidden fucking anywhere. But to unlock the secret level right at the end, you have to get your toad bank full of star bits. Thankfully, there is a level at the end of the game where you play as Rock Mario, so you roll forwards, and there's a lot of star bits in that map, and the level is very short. And you will game over probably a couple of times doing it, but it's the quickest way of getting the maximum amount of bits to unlock the final level. Yeah, it's really obnoxious and stupid. It is. Like, that's the main thing I don't like about Galaxy 2. I mean, again, I don't like the green stars anyway, because they're not fun. You know, you play the whole main game and then it goes, we've kind of ran out of challenges, there are twice the amount of stars and they're hidden here, here, and this one's underneath the map. And it's, what? Why? Eh. And subsequently is the exact reason why I don't like Mario Odyssey. Because playing the main game up until the end is fun and challenging, but then you unlock more bullshit hidden collectibles in the maps that you've already been through, and it's just not fun. It's not. Like, Super Mario 64 and Sunshine was fun enough. Again, Sunshine still has the problem of the blue coins. But at least the main challenge in Super Mario 64 is there, you know? And then same with Sunshine, although like I say, you still have bullshit blue coins. So then obviously in Galaxy, removes all that crap. Yeah, you'll definitely have fun with
I can't live one more day in this.
64 probably the most.
Look at the money back. Stop all that shooting nonsense.
Yeah, so I mean I'll get it. Just because limited. But then what I will very specifically do just to piss anyone off if I play it, I'll just play the Nintendo 64, GameCube and Wii versions.
Are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable.
Relive your 1997 Christmas memories, even though Super Mario 64 came out in 1996.
I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots.
Yeah, it's nice that you played Super Mario 64 when I was 6 months old. Just think about that for half a second. You know? I was 6 months. She was playing Super Mario 64. Little newborn babby me. Little 6-month-old me.
I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
Ah, that pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, and the money is yours. You royal miscreant! This grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous retribution.
Whoa. But yeah, also, if you can, let me know if you ever see the Super Mario Sunshine 120 star Shine Sprite shirt.
The treasury is simply bursting with wholesome,
I
nutritious...
would very much love to own
I
that.
sometimes spend hours staring at this glorious accomplishment. Our wealth surpasses all expectations. I must congratulate you, Your Majesty. But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably, that it leads to...
I'll just remove the drink limit.
As you wish. Let the streets be filled with poor, drunken revelers. Perhaps it will take their minds off their impending doom. This will leave a noticeable gap in our budget, however. If you are feeling particularly generous, you may wish to make a personal donation to bridge that gap. Let us move on to other matters, Your Majesty. You have a busy day in the throne room ahead.
Wait, it's only coming out in 2 months, right? Rule on the possible reopening of Brightwall Academy. Nope, I'm doing it.
Samuel, the head of the Brightwall Academy, is ready to plead his case. I
Oh,
sincerely
yeah, and then Morton Shell is
handout, though I'm sure
Uber.
Master Reaver will be the voice of reason, as always.
which I will put. What day am I on now? 252 days to go. And then stolen statue. 121 days to go, 1 day to go, and then do the ends justify the means.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king.
So I only have essentially one more quest left and I'm done.
Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Reaver will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty.
The Brightwall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
The Brightwall Academy shall be reopened, and Albion will once again have a free center of learning.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. This is the start of a new day for us all.
Very well. I will make the arrangements at once. Stimulate your intellect in the newly reopened Brightwall Academy. Suckle the knowledge from the land's greatest minds and avail yourself of the best library ever assembled. Everyone, from the most impoverished genius to the wealthiest idiot, is welcome. Brightwall Academy. Whatever you earn, it's the place to learn.
Oh, nice tagline.
The court summons Page and Reaver. The matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Reaver will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals. Now,
I already know I'm going to reject it.
Page is
Sorry,
right.
Stephen Fry.
We must protect our natural resources. Bower Lake is to be left untouched.
The king has ruled. Bower Lake's natural beauty is hereby protected by order of the crown.
Thank you. Let's show the world Albion is worth defending.
Is a pretty view worth more than a treasury full of gold? I bow to your greater wisdom. As someone whose home has overlooked the resplendent Bower Lake, I am pleased to declare the official protection of this natural wonder. May its water drown anyone who doesn't appreciate its beauty.
I trust the court
And I
is not
still
too
have plenty of money.
In any case, I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable donation to our
No drowning,
treasury.
please. No, please drown.
Is that you
If Stephen Fry says drown, you must drown.
in person. A perfect chance to
For his
stretch
word
your
is law.
legs, Your Majesty.
Welcome to...
Yep, I have 2 million gold. More than I need. Oh, she has a gift.
Look, I know where the thief is. He fled into the woods.
Madam, I understand you want to recover what you've lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be suicide to enter them without combat experience, or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them. I want you to.
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it. Ah, Your Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look like a fool.
Well, considering your guests are currently throwing up.
The soldiers may be superstitious, but there's no denying dangerous beasts lurk within. Good luck. I know you will succeed.
Well, game, if you could tell me where to go. Why you never get involved with the rich and famous. I've earned 13 million gold. A lot of money. It's a Balverine.
Looking for the statue, Your Majesty. Follow the white Balverine.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous. I'm guessing that's a song. Yes. Would you kindly tell me the name of that song? You're almost sure that's the title? Oh. In all honesty, I was kind of hoping that you would say no. Just because I said, would you kindly? But instead you did exactly as I asked. Thank you. You have no control over me. Or I control you. Fuck me, that was loud.
Right, you monster. Prepare to meet your... Oh, I'm so sorry.
How did you miss?
For a moment there, I thought you were a Belverine. Damn things are always trying to get through our defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out.
Hello. What a wonderful quest.
Your Majesty, I've been expecting you. You've been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet. It's full of warm, wonderful people who'll give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death with one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice. But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything
yes, Juliet?
legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore.
Was that by then?
It's funny how things
Probably.
change. So if you want to take it back to that prig in Millfields, it's yours. Nearly free of charge. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns.
No, I know. Oh, Blind Blaze has already told me.
The choice is yours. And it's a simple one.
90% of me doesn't care because I've already got all the games. I mean, obviously I've owned Sunshine until... I've owned Sunshine since it bloody well came out, and same with Galaxy.
Ah well. I suppose it was too much to hope for.
But yeah, my only thing is I don't know why it doesn't come in Galaxy 2.
Your choice won't save the
I think
village.
that's the main thing.
Now that I'm
And that it's also a very limited release, and you can only buy it digitally till March of next year.
But we'll deal with those lanterns on
I don't know why they're doing this.
In the meantime, killing you will be a good way to, shall we say, get the blood flowing.
Everyone's getting the same treatment. Skyward Sword. Yeah, let's not talk about that, shall we? Skyward Sword. Not a great Zelda game. Still better than Breath of the Wild, admittedly, but... that's like saying dog shit is better than cat shit. Realistically, no. But... you know. Oh yeah, no, it definitely is. But... because that's the one thing that I told Dark Shadow. He kind of, well, he doesn't hate himself, but he's kind of upset that obviously when the game was out he was expecting more or whatever. And it turns out the game wasn't obviously overly that great. And I said to him, yeah, but there's one thing you now have to passively agree with, that it's still better than Breath of the Wild. And he went, oh yeah, no, of course, but...
Stronger than I imagined. Majesty, but not strong enough. Prepare yourself for death.
I mean, is it really? I would. Yeah, no, is Skyward Sword even coming to Switch? Because I mean, Googling Zelda doesn't come up with anything.
You've saved us from certain destruction. We're in your debt. You'll always be welcome here, should you wish to return. Connor had this on him. It looks like a Belverine. It's yours if you want it.
Ah, hello.
Yeah, so obviously I will be buying the limited run 3D All Stars. Still kind of wish they had Galaxy 2 though. Because in all honesty, you could have two cartridges, one with Sunshine and 64, another with Galaxy and Galaxy 2.
You're back. Did you find the thief? Did you recover the statue?
Of course he did. He is the king, and thus infallible. If you will hand the statue to me, Your Majesty, I will endeavor to appraise it.
You found it? Oh, I can barely contain my tears. Oh, excuse me.
A magnanimous gesture indeed. Your subjects are lucky to be ruled by one so giving.
With my favorite Battle Royale. No. If Nintendo ever did that, I'm denouncing Nintendo forever. No, that's bullshit, right?
With the fatidic attack not far away now, it fills one's heart with confidence and supreme satisfaction to see the treasury filled to the brim. I have taken to sleeping beneath the gold and can report nothing but restful nights. As for today's first order of business, you may have heard...
Right, well Nintendo's on my shit list.
...the kingdom's economy finds itself in.
Why should you bullshit me? Because it's funny to try and piss me off and stuff like that, so I'm now denouncing Nintendo. They can eat my ass.
I'm afraid the only way to stop this slide into ruin is to bail out Bowerstone's financial institutions. The people are looking at you to save them. You are such a giving, magnanimous person. Very well, I will make the arrangements. Life will be easier for your subjects for a while, but the treasury will not easily recover. I only hope we haven't thrown away our chances of survival. Of course, you could always replenish our gold supplies by donating from your personal funds. Shall we proceed with today's agenda?
There's a proposal to build a military outpost rule on the future of Mist Peak.
Kalin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room.
Yeah, why? Like, Tetris 99 in some ways kind of makes sense. But playing Super Mario Bros. 1, but hurt, you beat the level before 15 other people, hurt, fuck off. That's not fun. And even then, Super Mario Bros. 1 is, whilst good, very not great at controls sometimes if you aren't good at it.
Today you must decide.
And more often than not, someone will jump, mistime it, they think, and then jump into a hole or into a Goomba.
Will stand against her.
You know, the concept you don't have Nintendo Online, so it's moot. I do. Never paid for it, though.
Your Majesty, as
Build Desert Fort.
the threat from the desert.
Aurora is under our protection. It is our duty to build this outpost.
The king's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
We shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done. Riva Industries is proud to present an exotic tale of romance, adventure, and sand. The Desert Outpost.
The enemies and they transfer to the next enemy, so it's potential shit show of hilarity. Wait, what?
Today, you decide on the fate of Misspeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak. I come here seeking nothing but what was promised me and my people. You pledged to restore our home mountains and our right.
Okay, so Ben Kingsley, I shall help you.
I will keep my promise to the Dwellers.
We have paid with
The
our
Misspeak
lives to
Mountains
sit you on
will
that
be
throne.
restored.
Now you must
Misspeak
fulfill
shall
your
become
end.
a protected region, and the Dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The Dwellers will stand by you till the end.
The forests of Mistpeak are our greatest national treasure, and now, thanks to Riva Industries, they have returned to their past splendor. Dwellers, birds, and bunnies are free to roam, laugh, and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber anyway?
One day until the attack.
Happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as King of Albion.
Which is only taking me an hour and a half. I thought this would have been
To celebrate this
a lot
moment
longer.
today, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course. Let's see, you will also be fitted...
Thank you, Teresa.
The day has come, King. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have done what many would have thought impossible. Not only have you raised an army to protect your people, but you have accomplished this while acting as a noble, benevolent, and popular ruler. But you are more than a king. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, all your efforts will have been in vain. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
Yeah, thanks, Teresa. Level 104. I mean, I guess I could slightly run back and level up my magic. Do I? Okay. No point.
It's here. The darkness has reached Power Stone. Reports indicate that our defenses were able to hold off the worst of the first attack. But if we don't act quickly, even the armies we prepared for this day will not be enough.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
Achievement. You had to make a lot of difficult and unpopular decisions, but hey, they were the right ones. Wait. You had to make a lot of difficult and unpopular decisions. Okay, cool.
You're the best looking criminal I've seen all year.
The light witness have come! This is the kingdom of unlight now! This is the kingdom of death!
Okay, whatever you say.
Fly into your heart! Ha!
Oh, an angelic shot. Nice.
Dead fingers talk. Dead fingers whisper. Dead fingers claw at 1 million eyes.
Okay, Simon Pegg.
Done such mighty things. People you know shall rejoice in your death.
The joke's on you, I've been a good boy. Unless the game has somehow glitched in the process and made me the villain. Which I wouldn't exactly put it past it, but it's entirely possible.
Drink the sounds you give us. The cries of your young. The gurgle of a freshly ripped throat. We give thanks for your desperation.
Right, you know if you keep comboing me into an oblivion and I can't get out of it. I was the villain the whole time? What? Hang on a minute. Floating barrel.
Do not provoke us with the bone gleam shining from your broken bodies. It is a transgression against the night. Watch us fly into your heart.
Hey Angel, nice wings. Mine are better.
is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift to you.
Two crack shots like that, and a jump. Yes! No one is stopping you, is it?
Falling into the rift. You are the flowers the children will pick. Cast into death.
Still slicing. These beasts pack a real punch.
Our guardian shall protect the children always. Are you thinking of your loved ones now? How you will never see them again.
I can feel it. We're getting close to that thing. Where are you? Show yourself.
The lost sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
Why would you just stand there and watch this happen anyway?
Do you see what you have allowed? We are all shadows now.
Hey, I can't get through!
I'm ready.
Why did you do this to me?
Well, I'm glad that I'm still somehow making money.
The children. I can't see the children. Where are you? Where are you?
You are already dead inside. Join me in darkness.
All that you love will become shadow. All that you see will become death.
I'm sorry.
You took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light.
Ooh.
I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won.
There's no way the game just goes from like...
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once. The mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud, boy. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
Okay. You kill the core enemy, the greatest threat ever to Luna over Albion. Yeah, no, it really does just jump from that room straight into this. Okay, sure.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I returned to my own castle. If ever you need to save the world from another abomination, you know where to find me.
My people shall never forget what you have done for them. We are proud to be part of Albion. I shall return to Aurora in the knowledge that we may at last enjoy peace. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can.
The
people there will always need help. Goodbye, my king.
You have done what I thought.
Okay, Magneto.
You are the ruler I could never be. You don't need me anymore. And Albion will heal easier without me.
Well, King, old chum, ruler supreme, pal, you did it. You saved the kingdom. And it's my turn to say goodbye. I'm not cut out to be a general. Now, I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial.
Oh.
But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
This is the world as it could have been, devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so, and you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you,
Woo.
and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger.
I just stood in the corner of my throne room and watched people give me money to put in my treasury.
But you proved to be the better leader. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, King.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
Oh, I know that is just the end. Okay, sure. Oh, look, Peter Molyneux. Fucking lying bastard. I've done the impossible, saving your kingdom while suffering virtually no losses. The places you among the greatest leaders of all time. Your people love you and consider it an honor to be the subjects of such a magnificent hero. Woo. I'm a good boy. I want to say now I can technically start.
You have accomplished something quite extraordinary.
Thank you.
I do not think even your father could have equaled it. The kingdom teetered on the brink of annihilation, and yet we live, all thanks to you. As for me, I'm just an old servant, and that is what I will always be. You know where to find me should you ever require my assistance, sir.
Can't believe. No. Yeah, there's a Trader's Keep DLC, which I have no idea how to start. I don't even think I have the DLC installed, to be honest. But that will be DLC for another time. Even though it is only like 5 missions long, it would take me only about 5 minutes to do. But this is the end of Fable 3. Taking me 19 days, give or take, say 4 or 5-ish days, just letting the money build up, which didn't need to take that long anyway, but it's basically taken me 2 weeks to do 2 hours worth of gaming. Save again just to make sure. But yeah, that's Fable 3. Is the game that bad? No. Kind of sucks that it ends a little abruptly and out of fucking left field. But the first half of the game, pretty good. Second half, almost non-existent. And grindy if you want to do what I've done. But overall, game's alright. I will definitely play it again in the future. Since it has been 10 years since I last played it, and it's really not that bad. Is it as good as 1 or 2? No. I'd say it's the weakest of the trilogy, but yeah, it's still a good game, especially since you can pick it up for like £5 or whatever. But without further ado, YouTube, I shall catch you in the next one, whatever that shall be. And I will do Trader's Keep at some point. I'll obviously have to look into it and download it and whatever. But I will do that sometime in the future. So, peace. Bro.